I'm Sinham,
I'm Dia.
I'm Gentleman.
and
And
this
this is Dumbed
Down
Down on Ethan G. Interviews. Thank you so much.
Yo, what up, guys? It's Ethan G here, back with another interview. We are live at the castle. I have Dumbed Down here with me. Thank you guys for coming out. It's a great performance. Thank you for doing this interview.
Thanks so
for
much.
Yeah, of course. So I understand you guys are from Champaign-Urbana scene. Why don't you just walk me through kind of how long have you guys been a band, been playing with each other?
We've been back for like 3 years now. It's 2.5.
Oh, damn,
almost
that's
on
rude.
3 years. Yeah. But yeah, we've gone through a lot of changes over that time. Almost immediately with getting a new drummer, then getting a new bassist, then kicking out a bassist, then kicking out a guitarist. So now we're
Got you.
3-piece finally.
Got you.
That was amicable. Let's clear that up.
It was amicable. It was mutual, probably.
Got you.
Yeah.
So what's the scene like over there in Champaign, maybe opposed to the Bloomington scene?
Yeah, I think that it's we have like a wealth of bands and venues to choose from in Champaign-Urbana. We feel very lucky. There's just a lot of like different sub scenes. Like we have a shitload of like house venues, like on the campus scene, and then like there's plenty of like really great traditional venues like the Rose Bowl and the Space. There's some more kind of like in between style like underground spaces, like a community center for the arts, where it's like it's not the collegiate scene, but it's like kind of like where the older hardcore kids like to hang out.
Cool.
So it's like pretty much any genre that you want you can get in Champaign-Urbana. So it's like we miss kind of the tight knit feeling of the Blono scene, but we do feel very lucky to just have so many options.
Yeah. No, I'll definitely say there's always a big variety of bands coming out of Champaign. Always different genres too. So I'm always interested to see a band coming from a Peoria or a Champaign. Just really cool because sometimes you'll have bills where the bands are like completely different genres, and those can be some really fun shows. Honestly, like just getting a little bit of everything.
Yeah, we love a mixed genre show.
Yeah.
For sure.
But you guys are probably like a punk band. You guys do a lot of punk music. What are some of your guys' influences?
If you guys are comfortable, I kind of want all of us to kind of say something for this one.
Who did the writing, I guess, is my question. Because I've only wrote like one song for the band.
Okay.
And that was just kind of inspired out of being in the band and like just sort of amorphously hearing different types of punk music.
Well, it's like we're very classic punk oriented. Like we keep shit really simple, and that's kind of our brand. Is like it's all like power chord riffs, like throw in some like tasty bass lines, and I try to set kind of the mood with the drums.
Yeah.
So like it's kind of like more of a throwback more than anything to like your Ramones and Sex Pistols.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
That kind of like really simple, really like kind of classic punk stuff.
Just get people going a little wild.
Exactly, yeah. Like, because none of us are really like super technical players, but like I think we know how to write something that's really tight and really just kind of gets to the point of like just what gets the emotion out that we want to get.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I know. You said a little bit about the difference between like Champaign and Blono. Being at the Castle Theater, what does that mean to you guys? It's a pretty big venue, pretty cool. Pretty cool place to be playing.
This is our second time playing the Castle, and it's definitely
nice.
This is one of our favorite venues to play. Like we feel super grateful to Bridget for inviting us out again.
For sure. Shout out Bridget.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like she's doing so much for the scene. Like we really love Bridget.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's definitely a departure from the places we usually play. We play a lot of really small shows. We play a lot of basements. We play a lot of garages, and so like it's just cool to kind of get to adapt our set to the more kind of theatrical environments, just having that big ass stage and everything at the castle. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Awesome.
To add a little bit to that, it's definitely fun having a stage in general.
Yeah.
And we love the DIY and everything, and it is fun, but a lot of what we try to do, like how Sin said, we're not technical really at all. We almost hate using pedals or anything that is above just like the bare minimum. And we like to kind of incorporate more just like fun. So if it is just like us like running around or like playing, especially like loose and fun.
Yeah.
So definitely at the Castle Theater, where it feels like we shouldn't be doing that. It's the most fun to be doing that.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
No, I definitely get the difference between doing a DIY thing. I love doing like the garage shows and stuff, but it also, as from the performer standpoint, it has to be awesome to have this big room in front of you, get the big stage, nice sound especially. Sounds great down there right now. No, it's super cool. So you guys dropped a EP, No Good. It came out in 2003 or 2023. 2023.
We've been around for a while.
That'd be crazy. Yeah. Tell me a little bit about that project. I know it's a little older, but you guys, how'd you guys go about recording that? You know?
Yeah, so we recorded that with our friends at Half House Studios. It's a really, really awesome DIY space over in Champaign. It's like a hip hop collective that they have a home studio and they do all their producing and recording out of there.
Cool.
And so like Mousepout and Whip Trip, the two kind of people who do the recording there, really set us up, really gave us a good deal, and just let us record our songs. And it was just a really, really great experience. We love those guys, and we're really happy with the results. But yeah, as far as the music itself, No Good was actually a song that we stole from one of my old bands, Feed the Monarch.
Okay.
We never ended up recording or doing anything with that band, so I'm like, you guys want to steal this song?
Yeah.
And then the other two tracks, Do You Want Me was another. It started as a Feed the Monarch song, but never got finished. So we kind of wrote out the lyrics and finished out the structure. And then Manifest Destiny was one of the first songs that we wrote as a band with our former bassist and our out of town guitarist. As part of that same session that we wrote Rat's Nest at. So it was just kind of, we wanted to kind of get some music out there, but not really quite put out our full we didn't want to do a full album yet, so we just were like, what are some kind of like side tracks that we could do that would be something to get out there, but not really be the big release, you know?
Yeah. No, yeah.
And we got to feature Ocean Storm, who was the vocalist for Feed the Monarch.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Yeah, on that track. So we kind of brought it full circle to.
Awesome.
Yeah. It was nice.
No, that's cool. I only got one more question, but so it doesn't look like you guys had any music come out in 2024. Do you guys got plans to get some music coming in 2025?
Well, we recently took a break over the summer. Like, it was like right after we played Castle last time. And it was nice to just be able to kind of focus on what we want to do. And for the time being, especially like now that we've kind of gotten more settled into the groove of things, we're trying to focus more on like playing a couple more shows. And if something comes up that we really want to put out, because we've been working on that. We've been working on albums since the last time we dropped the single.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's definitely nice to just take some time away from it and, kind of reconvene with like everybody's headspace, like, a little bit more clear and knowing what we want to do. So I definitely don't think like an album or anything is out of the question.
Yeah.
It was just nice to take a break, and we'll probably get more into it, especially during next year when I'll be out of school and be able to focus on like the projects a lot more.
Like we more or less we're just waiting for the right time, for the right studio, for just kind of everything to line up, and for our guitarist Ishana, who is now living in California, to be back in town.
Yeah.
That's kind of the main things that are kind of slowing the process down at the moment. But we're not rushing into it. We're gonna record when we're ready to record.
Yeah. No, and it's nice with things like that. Sometimes you gotta just take some time to get inspired and come up with some new ideas. Especially like then moving to California, you never know. Like, well, actually, let me ask you this: what's the plan to collaborate? I know you said earlier you guys still plan to have them recording on that. So they're gonna come back over to Illinois at some point, or like maybe send in tracks back and forth.
Eventually, the plan is for him to come into town long enough to record. He's kind of still figuring out his work and stuff. So he might end up in Chicago. He might end up back in town here.
Yeah. Okay.
Or I guess in Champaign-Urbana. Where we're from. So we're kind of waiting for him to get settled.
Okay. Yeah.
But fingers crossed, long term, he's not going to be in California, and he'll be back in at least close enough that we won't have to just record everything just really quickly in a little break where he is in town.
Cool. No, again, great performance tonight. It sounded great. Thank you guys for coming up and doing this interview.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, for sure. No, go stream No Good. Go stream the No Good EP on Spotify, Apple Music, all that kind of stuff. And thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yep.